You can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
so here are few applications that artificial intelligence is taking place, right? So like we are using computer vision projects, AI, and everything using the computer vision and this image processing, right? So they are saving lives of people, and we are having realistic projects and example where we are going to solve problems for us, right? Yes. So here is the another example. You have seen this example, right? Earlier. But we have not seen this example where autopilot mode motor vehicles are driving from one source to destination, and they are delivering the products from the different part, right? Can you see they are balancing themselves, or they are navigating the hurdles and facing any issues in front of these cameras, so they are solving the problems also, right?
Yes, sir.
Now it's time to check the projects, like how many of us have shared project link. Can you share again in the message box, like?
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
So I have created a dashboard, but
Mhm.
whenever I uploaded the file on GitHub, it can't be opened. So means not able to open. Means I tried one or two times, but
You try to open in GitHub or what?
yes, sir. I'm trying to open in GitHub only.
That Power BI file or what?
Power BI and the PDF
No,
file.
Power BI file will not open. PDF will sometimes do not open in the GitHub account. You will have to download in your local machine, then it will open there,
Local mention means
like your
uh,
computer.
yes, sir. Means I have saved the file of Power BI as IPYNB, the
Mm-hmm.
the extension of
Mm-hmm.
Power BI. After that, I save it in the PDF format,
Mm-hmm.
the separate, and both the files I uploaded on the GitHub. After
Yes,
uploading, it showed the
yes.
successful.
Like either you will have, you can go for the uh like uh like go for the this one, upload PDF file only, right? या तो आप PDF फाइल अपलोड कर दो,
Okay,
या
sir.
फिर आप PBS IX फाइल अपलोड कर दो, then you can go for the this one, this value, anyone will download your file, and then he or she will will access your file there.
ओके सर, बट मैंने दोनों फाइल सेपरेट सेपरेट ही अपलोड किया था सर, फिर भी
Uh-huh.
ओपन नहीं हो रही वो रॉ डेटा जब आता है ना शो करने के लिए तो शो ही नहीं होता है पाइथन स्क्रिप्ट तो शो हो रही है सर मेरी बट
रॉ
पीडीएफ
डेटा फाइल नहीं शो होगा उसमें.
वही सर मैं आज एक बार फिर से ट्राई करता हूँ
Yes. Okay, so any one of us have shared that link, like?
No, sir, I am not sharing that. I am confused about to how to share and
Okay, no issues. So let me see how we are going to launch this project. Today we are going to start a different like control F, control F, Google projects, like Google Play Store IPY file I am going to share. So this is kind of again a small project, but you can go for the Power BI dashboard and create a simple realistic example there, right? But before that you will have to you will have to solve this previous issues, and these objects will be there. So let me show first Google Play Store data. This is CSV file, comma, separated value, and app category, rating, reviews, size, installation type, and everything is there. Great. So these are all column headers. From where I had taken this column header, I'm going to fetch this Google, and inside this Google, I'm going to search for Play Store. So you can see this Play Store is having all these itineraries. So in the given itineraries, you have phone, tablet, TV, mode, and then you have this ratings, subcategories, the name of the app, legends, this discovery topics, and everything is there. So this value is just there, and you can see you will have to you will have to click on this. You will have more this text is there, how many people have downloaded this, what is the cost of this app, what is the rating of this app, right? So everything is there, right? But we need to import this data set into some like top games, right? Into some tabular format, because this it's a kind of is unstructured data, or I would say semi-structured data set, right? But I need tabular data set. Why? Because we need to perform some Python coding and data frame filtering part, and their structure part will be there. So for this, what I'm having so many options. One of the options is importing from Power BI desktop. I'll show you how to install this Power BI desktop in your local machine. But as of now, I'm assuming that you have this Microsoft Power BI in your desktop. If any one of you have not installed, you can go to the link and get the Power BI desktop exe file and install in your local machine. It's as simple as like what's the official website? Let me show here. When you go to the Google and you search for the Power BI desktop, you will find this official website powerbi.microsoft.com, and here you have download free option. Can you see download Microsoft Power BI? Right? So download Power BI tools and apps are there. Microsoft Power BI desktop is there. You can download, or advanced download options will be pop up. Right? Can you see Power BI desktop? You can download and check your machines. Like if you are having app like iOS, तो iOS के लिए अभी desktop नहीं है, Power BI नहीं है, but very soon they are going to launch. But for my Windows, they have launched this Power BI. This software is only available for Windows operating system. So here is the link for downloading this official website. It's a free of cost. इसका जो एक next version है, that's a pro. That pro version is requiring for dollar, rupees or some amount. But for this basic user defined or for practice or analytics process or OLAP kind of query, you don't have to give don't have to pay even a single amount. It's a totally free of cost. So I'm going to close all this button. I had already Power BI in my machine, so I'm going to click on this get data. Can you see on the top you have this get data option? So I'm going to click this get data. It's a web option here. Either I can click on this web option, or I can click on, if this web is direct option is not showing in your list, then you can click on more. And inside this more, I'm going to click on web option. Here you can see import data from a web page. So I'm going to click on this and establishing connection between that URL. What is the URL name? This URL from this games where we have all the ratings and all these different point. So I just copied that URL from that website and paste it here as it is. No, not even a single terms required to be changed here. Otherwise, your link will not be synchronized, or you won't be able to establish dialogue between the Google Play Store dataset within your Power BI desktop. They won't give API connection there. So it will take few seconds because they are sending client and the server connection is being established. And here you can see it depends upon your internet connection speed, your configuration speed, your local laptop configuration. All right. As far as my local machine is concerned, it's quite fast, and it established API connection between the website Google Play Store and my Power BI. Like, so on premises connection is just established. Here you can see all the columns regarding the apps are showing here. This is all the Pokemon app. You can see Township app is there, Titanic, Game Loft. So these are the name of all these like apps there. If I'm going to open table 2, so table 2 is again having different attributes, and you can see all the installs and uninstalls over there. Now I'm having another option, another table. So you will have to, if you will go to the web view, so you have as it is Google Play web page and the desktop version there. Can you see here? Right?
Yes.
It's already there. Right? Now I'm having this table 4. So now you will have to decide like which table do you require from the given web page, because jitni us web page pe table hai, it's extracting all the pages here. Can you see few values are null here, right? Or I'm going to, because why it's null? Because the data set is not available. Let's see, here is the ratings, action, star. You can see this is much suitable columns and rows. So I'm going to load and transform at the bottom. Two options are popping up. Once you will load this data set, it will directly load in your report, in your dashboard. But if you will transform this data set, means you want to change or alter or amend some different things, right? So I'm going to transform this data set. I'm not going to import directly. So if you are going to change something, then you are having this value here. So I'm going to tools or add columns, then view. I'm going to uncheck this column distribution. Here you can see it's available for us. So multiple options are showing up. So you can go for the this value. Here we have this multiple options, which is regarding this free column, right? So you can rename this column. Let's say this is app name. And what is this? This is, let's say this is rating. I am assuming. And what I'm going to decide it, it's a category and it's a star for me, right? So you can see this star is having very common values and not going to establish here, not going to give very information out of it. So you can take away from your sheet and you can delete. So but you have two options to delete this option, right? Delete this column. So first one is like copy remove. You can see this is remove option, and you can remove this column here, right? This is the first thing. Or you can go here, apply the steps, cross this or undo this step, and you have this column as it is. Now you have another option. What is this option? So you can see at the top in the home section at the top, remove columns, and remove columns, choose remove. Do not select remove other columns, otherwise it will remove app name, ratings, and category. If you will choose remove columns, so you are supposed to remove only the column which is selected as of now. So I'm going to remove this column. Now these values are showing in my local repository, right? Now uh, uh, if you can remove, like you can have, I mean, millions and billion operations are there. Transformation is there, this cleaning part is there, like this one, different formalities are there. If you can go there, you will deploy. When we will learn this Power BI, we will see like how many other functions are there, right? But as of now, I'm going to explain how to export or fetch any tabular data set from any website to your local Python file. This is it's our objective here. This is the data set here. So I'm going to close and apply. Once you will click on close and apply, it will save all your previous operations and will bring you back to your dashboard. And here you can see on this is pending and going to save or apply changes. Once it is done, then only you can see your machine there, right? So here you can see three panes are there. This is called panes. Here, first pane is called filters, second pane is visualization, third pane is data set. So I'm going to click on this pane. All these three tables are there, three columns are there. So I'm going to have app name, category, and ratings, right? If you want to see the data set, you just click table here, make it large, click on app name, category, and ratings. So all these values will shown here at the inside the ratings. You will scroll down, you will find all these values here. Can you see? This is the all about your data set, right? You can enlarge the font, multiple operations are there. We are not going to display this one, but we have this value here. All right. At the left pane, you can see here we have table view, report view, and model view. Currently we are at report view because our objective is to create a report. So we are at report view. I can go for the table view where I can see all the data set just depicting here, right? I can go for the table and copy table. So copy table will move something different. I can go to the desktop and click on new and Excel sheet, and I can rename it like Google Flow Store Data, and I'm going to hit this Excel sheet or this data and going to paste it here. Can you see all these rows? Our entire data set which was depicting there is just now showing here. Can you see this point here? It's all the same data set. All 114 rows are just copied. Let me show this part again. What we have done, suppose you have done all these part. Here we have report view. So inside this report view, I switch to the table view at the left. I can go to the right side. Here I am having three options, three more options here. Click on the more options. You can copy table, and copy table will store all the data frame in your buffer system. You can click on this any this Excel sheet and just paste it here. That's it. You have all the data set in your Excel sheet now. All right. Now, suppose I'm going to click on this search in, and this is, let's say, 5.5, right? Let's say this is 5.5, and going to action. This is like horror table, right? I'm going to save it and store, right? Now going back will report view, going to the get data set, again Excel workbook, go to the desktop, Here you have Google Play Store dataset, and just importing this value. Let me see what kind of dataset I'm showing here. This sheet one is having same dataset. I'm having all these value. So I'm going to load so that we can have entire values here. And if you remember, we are fetching this entire dataset from web page only, right? So you guys are understanding, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so here we have sheet number one. You can see all these columns are there: app name one, category three, column five, column four. What you will do, you will just click on table, and another table is there. I'm going to like import all these value, right? So if you scroll down, you can see the other values. Can you see Sachin and horror values is just showing here? Can you see? This is Sachin horror value. This value is here, right? So because it's sorted in a sorted or array, so it's showing in such a way, right? Or you can go for the tabular view, or so inside this data view table view, you can click on sheet one. If you go down, then you can see this Sachin 5.5 and horror sheet is there, right? This is kind of newly updated values, right? And if I'm going to open my Excel sheet, and this Excel sheet, if I am going to add Rishabh Gajbi, right, and going to add this 10 rating with the, like say this is like play, right, and going to save it, right? I'm going to save it and going to the Power BI, go to the report section, going to the refresh, right? So once I am going to refresh, so it's going to perform refresh option. Sheet one is also refreshed, right? Go to the data model again. You can see this Rishabh Gajbi is now updated, and this 10 rating is there, and this play value which I just entered there. So आपका जो शीट का डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन है वो रिफ्रेश करने पे वापस से वहां पे अपडेट हो जाता है, right? So you can see this sheet is having all the updated value once you can refresh this option, right? We have automatic refreshing option. I'll show once we will study this Power BI, right? But as of now, you can understand how to fetch any website data set. This was the entire process, but once you will
सचिन सर,
yes,
initially आपने जो you have copied that Play Store Google Play Store link and you have copied that link in the URL in Power BI web option.
yes, yes.
Then we were able to see the 6 different tables there. So how will merge the rows and column of all these 6 table into 6 data into one table?
Like you're talking about that web portal or what?
Yes, yes, web portal. Initially
Okay,
when you
okay,
copied
okay.
that
I
you.
got your point. Like you mean to say we had this link, and once we are trying to fetch this link web, and going to this web portal, So your objective is to merge all these table 1, table 2, 3, 4. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is this your question? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to select all these tables here, right? And going to load in my local machine. And for this, your table column should be like column name or some properties will be there, right? Like some property will be common, will be right. If you do not have any common value, so there might be some issues. Give me a few seconds. It's going to refresh or load in my dashboard. Taking much time. Okay, so meanwhile, it's being uploaded. We will have to go back to the local games. Here we have Play Store option, right? So my aim is to illustration part, like where, like your question might be from where you get this data set, this app rating, reviews, installs, type, price, content rating. Now you have the answer from where you get this data set. You just go to the official website, copy their URL link, and this table will be pop up. You have multiple options, like either you can use the beautiful soap in the Python. So that would be that's not drag and or drop option, but it requires some coding for HTML, CSS also, right? Div option, then BR, then that case you required, right? But this Power BI option is bit drag and drop. You can go for the, you can follow the given instructions, and you will get the same values, like कि उसका cost कितना है, installation कितना है, type क्या है, ratings, the same kind of structure you will get there. So I'm going to run the basic library here in my Python. Meanwhile, my library is being updated. So you have that Excel sheet. So that Excel sheet I just uploaded in my Jupyter perform. So this Jupyter is tracking that Google Play Store rating. So this is having all these 4.9 reviews, size, and all other things are also there. Creativity, when they have last updated, Android version, generation, you can see multiple objects are there. If you go for the tail option, you will have last three options. So in totality, we have 10,840 rows in our data sheet, right? So it's all about the total, total 180, right? So we have, I want to check the shape. So input 0 dot shape is my shape. So 10,841, you can see this is a kind of shape here, right? And how many columns do I have? 13 is the column for my same. Okay, let me check. Do I have table time page rate? Okay, so might be there, might be web, might be it's not giving that allow to import all these files. So this time I'm going to fetch only few tables, only table, let's say one, which is having this text. All right, two, this is having this text. Let's say these two tables we are going to fetch. All right, so I'm going to load, then it's a completed, now completed. Now what I'm going to go here.
Sachin sir,
Yes,
yeah, as you mentioned that beautiful soap, I mean, how we can do it's a process of web scraping, right?
yes,
Like we can also fetch the data of like
yes.
can we fetch the data from backend? I mean,
That would be difficult for others. If you have knowledge, that's a really appreciable and remarkable. But for others, it would be really, very, really difficult. Like that would be beyond their syllabus. कि code कहाँ से कहाँ चला है, because that requires some div, some HTML code, right? So
yeah, yeah.
maybe you may understand, but for others, it would be difficult. So I'm not going to discuss over here, right? I'll
Yes.
send the sheet, you can run in your portal. So once I'll go to the model view, then you can see all the tables are showing here. So this is table one, table two. What I'm going to do, I'm going to giving tables or going to the report and going to the transform data. So this transform data will lead to your edit query for query editor, where we can perform transformation operation. You can expect any values there, right? You can go for any values and any multiple millions and billion operations, right? But what we are going to try, we are going to merge query here, right? Can you see merge query is the option? So inside the merge query we have table 6, right? So you can change this table 6, okay, because this one thing already connected. Let's say I'm going to connect this table 2 with table 3. So what I'm going to select this table 2, click on this merge query, and then we have this table. I'm going to select second table. So this is the table number 3. You can see it's having all kind of different objects. It's having different kind of values there, right? So do we have different values? No, we do not have. Okay, now we have different values, right? So I'm going to merge within the values or anti rows or what kind of values. So all from the first is matching from the second, right? So I'm going to merge these values. So what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to append. So instead of append, why append? Because two tables, append two, because these two tables are not having common values, right? So I'll have to go to the table number 4, and then I'm going to click on this one. Can you see the values from these two tables are now joined on each other? Can you see, Bhupender?
Yes, sir.
So this option is here. Why I did not choose this merge query? Because merge query is kind of join. If you have basic join operation, left join, inner join, yeah, and then outer join, so it's used for that join. And if you can see at the bottom option, we have all these joins option, right? Or outer, full outer joins, inner join, left anti, right anti, right? ये सारे joins के option है. Because we do not have any common values in between table 2 and table 3, So I'm not going to join these values. For this, एक के ऊपर एक query को add करना है. For this, I am having append query. So you can see append this query to another query to this file, right? So I'm going to merge these two tables, and now 2 or 3 tables you can also merge, right? जो आप add करते जाओगे, it will select all these concatenation rows from 3 more table in a single table. This is used for concatenation. Did I answer your question, Bhupender?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to close this apply, and the same pattern you will follow by merging any different tables. Going back to my cleaning part, this is ETL. So extract, transform, load. So we have extracted from the website portal, which is Google Play Store. Transform, we had seen in the query editor, we can do multiple, means like millions and billion transformation there. We have discussed iota of there, like only hardly 1 or 2. We have not discussed more, but we have multiple options, right? We will discuss when we will learn Power BI, right? So here we have data cleaning and data part, right? What is the definition of incorrect data set, right? So why data handling is required? Why cleaning is required? Why 80% time of IT companies are passing through this cleaning part, right? The reason is here we have multiple, like suppose you want to divide any numerical or floating value by 0, that would be the like division, incorrect option, incorrect data. You are having data format like 25.1.20325. Is it the correct year number? No. Let's say I'm having 250.1. Is it my data format? Any data format is not equivalent to this one. So ये data format ही गलत है. So this is called incorrect data means. Contact number, which is having only 9 numbers, or sometimes you have this, you have given the constraint of 10 digits, but you have provided this +91 and dash, or only +91. That's not incorrect for your compiler. In case of any consistency, you need only 10 digit number, but by chance you have given +91, so you will have to expect first 3 or 4 numbers +91 in a separate column, and last 10 digit, which is the correct contact number of that employee, in a different values, different column. Then only it will convert into the correct data. Otherwise it will be treated as a wrong entry, invalid value, or incorrect data value. This is the meaning of Aadhaar card. Is it the like instead of Aadhaar card you entered PAN card? So PAN card is having its own nomenclature. So skeleton is entirely different from Aadhaar card. So instead of PAN card option, you have entered Aadhaar card, your 12-digit number, separated by comma. Each 4 numbers, phone number, and phone number. Four integer numbers, 4 digits, 4 digits. That's the Aadhaar card. But you entered by mistake in terms of PAN card. You didn't see and you just entered there. So these few are incorrect data means. You will have to rectify. Then only you can proceed with the correct information. Here you can see this information is regarding how many of values are not null, how many values do we have null, and other operations are there, right? Now you can see here we have 20, means this data object is occupying 1.1 MB near about space, and few data set is not null, means not available for us. Like this is 10,838, only 3 data set is not available, Android version, and so on. So here we can see we can operate these operations, but we can see some values are not available, like rating. So 1478 rating values क्या है, empty हैं, वो हमारे पास available ही नहीं है. Now you are decision maker for your client. You are decision maker for your LOB, line of business. You can go and remove these website if your client is allowed, or you are removing these website. Mention it in a separate sheet that you are going to remove all these rows there, right? Now we have how many values are you are dropping these values, right? You are removing from your inner data set, creating another one, input one. Now, if you will cross check this value, can you see all these ratings are available? Not even a single values are not available for us, for you. Now content rating, this is not available. 3 current version, 4 version is not available. Now in shape, we have reduced from 10,300 something. Now we have 9,367. Now when you will check value counts for ratings, you can see 4.4 we have 1,000 for each the count or quantity or occurrence of each ratings are showing here. This is called value counts option. Similarly, we have value counts option here, and we have value count option for the like is null, right? You can see this is not available for us. Now I am going to check the Android version. Can you see this Android version, like which is not available? Android version is 3. So here we have all these in Android version, which is not null. NaN is not there. Can you see? Is null means which is null. So I'm going to showing NaN value here. So this NaN is just showing all these 3 records which is not available. Can you see last value which is just shifted to the left? 3.10 million. This free is taken from this table. This everyone is taken from this. This date is from this one. This point is taken from this one, and so on. Right? So what we are trying to do, we are going to remove these columns and going to replace or remove from all options, and then we have all remaining 2 options here, right? Now, if you will calculate value counts again, you have for this Android versions also 4.1 and 4. And up. I want to remove this 4.4 and all these things. So fill NA, I'm going to replace this fill NA with mod. Like mod is what? Like most occurrence value, right? Mean is what? Average value of entire numerical value, right? Mod is what? Most occurrent in your data sheet, right? In your data column, this 4.1 and up is occurring largest time, more number of times. So all the values, all the null values will be replaced by 4.1 and up, which is having highest frequency in your data set, right? and mean is what? Mean is the like the average value. Mean, mod, and median is when you sort the entire data set, and in the middle you want the median of these values, right? Then we have Android version, this one, which is not available, right? Okay, so I think I didn't run this code. Yes, I'll have to run this code. Then I'll run this value. So you can see it's just replaced by 4.1 and up, right? So do we have any question till here? It's all pre-processing part. You will have to sort using Python. Any
सर वी आर फेस सम इशू राइट द कोड कि ये जो भी डेटा सेट रिमूव होता है, डेटा सेट पे हम लोग जो भी वैल्यू रिमूव करना चाहते हैं, तो सर तो ये थोड़ा सा इशू आता है कि इसमें क्या कैसे कोड लिखा जाएगा, ये पूरा प्रोसेस।
हाँ, होता होगा ये कि like can you switch off, mute yourself? So means basic operations are here. Like if you want to fill this value, let's say, okay, let me like I want to understand this value. What's the objective this value? I'm going to click in a new option. I'm going to click this one. This is the mod A, right? What is the mod of, right? If I'm going to like mod, I can take, and let's say median. It's not function available. Because it's not the numerical value. Let me take any numerical value, reviews. let's say it's a mod, right? It's a mod, and let's say mod of entire value, and let's say I'm going to write median. Yes. So median of all reviews is just here, right? So if you will replace this context, so आपको पता होना चाहिए कि हर context का meaning क्या है. This is the
ओके
data
सर,
frame. And
सपोज सर
suppose
डी
let's say so you must know what is this fill na. Fill na means wherever na stands for not available. If you are going to write fill na means you are going to fill not available data set, but with what, like instead of this value you can go for writing, you can write cut, and you can write any, let's say you just give me 235. तो ये जो भी एंड्रॉइड वर्जन में वैल्यू नॉट अवेलेबल होगी उसको ये 235 से रिप्लेस कर देगा. दिस इज व्हाट मींस fill in. Now if you will write something like with SSCHIN, it will replace all the NA by Sachin. This is what this function means. Instead of this constant values, I had taken two examples. First one is numerical, second one is the category, right? Or string. Instead of these two, you can give any like variable dynamic position also. Dynamic मतलब पहले वो पूरे कॉलम आपको बोल रहे हैं कि सर मुझे कुछ लॉजिकल चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने बोल दिया कि लाइक आपने बोल दिया ये यहाँ पे फिल कर दो 235. सो हाउ वुड आई जस्टिफाई कि ये 235 यहाँ होना चाहिए. So I'll give justification. Okay, this 235 is the mode of this entire column. So I'm having this more clarity in my code. So I would say mod is something which is more occurrence, highest occurrence in my code. So I'll going to replace by median. You can see ये median. तो आप बोलते हो कि सर 50 परसेंटाइल से इसको वो कर दीजिए. So 50 परसेंटाइल मीन्स मीडियन जो वैल्यू बीच में आ रही है, तो आप उसको रिप्लेस कर सकते हो. बट यू हैव जस्टिफिकेशन कि आपने उससे रिप्लेस किया है, राइट? सो ये मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस है. आप एवरेज से भी कर सकते हो, लाइक मीन, मीडियन, मीन. लेट्स से आई एम गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट दिस मीन. कैन यू सी इट्स इनफाइनाइट, क्योंकि इसका कुछ अलग ही मीनिंग होगा. सो दिस इज लाइक आपको हर कोड का बारीक बारीक वैल्यू पता होना चाहिए.
Sir,
यस,
one thing,
यस,
sir.
यस.
Yeah, after the mode you have given one value in list, right? Zero. So what does that mean, sir?
That's for first value, like that's for index value. Okay, just let me give here. Suppose you are writing this input and square bracket. So input one is what? Input one is our data frame where we are storing all these rows and column, category, rating, value, all these column and row. Okay, let me print first. Let me print this input one, right? Can you see? I'm just printing input one. It's showing all the data set here, right? But if I'm going to print input 0, okay, input 0, happen? No, say input 0, comma. Can you see input 0, comma 0 showing first row?
Yeah.
If I'm going to type input comma 2, it's showing first and 2, 0, 1, two records,
Yeah.
right? So this is like indexing. We have seen this index
Slicing, I think.
slicing, index slicing, right?
Mhm.
Once you have this value, let's say I'm taking this as a, let's say, category, right? So I'm going to remove this column here. Now I'm going to remove category. So now it's showing all the category. Can you see ये category column?
Yeah.
Instead of category, I'm going to add more column here. Now more column is writing just 0 here. Can you see it's showing
Yeah.
first category?
Yeah.
If you are
First
giving
category.
0 to 2, now it's showing first two category, 0 and 1. If I'm
Yeah.
adding 0, 5, it's showing first 5 category. If I'm
There
showing,
was one function, right, called filter. So how can I put filter over here? Like I just want to put a filter on that particular column.
okay, We will come across. I'm going to remove this value or just win. We will see. All right. So like mute. We might not have everyone in the call only. Uh, Harmohan, can you mute yourself? There is so much noise from your side. Yes, thank you, Harmohan. Now we have all these filters. Similarly, this is showing this value, right? Now, did I answer your question? कि ये जो zero था वो कहाँ पर आया कैसे है?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now we have price content, and I'll come back this. So similarly, you can go for this value, or you can write like input. There are two ways to fetch any column, single values. So input dot price or input dot Android version, but we have space in between names, so I'll have to go this value. If you do not have any space, so you can write also input one dot price, right? So input dot one right price, and then this value and this value, and this is showing the same context, right? So we have two options: input square bracket price or input dot price directly. Now apply this value counts, which is showing all the respective values, right? हर part का कितना है? Now we have this question, right? This input dot price input lambda, this lambda is performing filtering option. This is your answer coming here. So this filtering is what? This filtering performing x is x for x means all every value inside the price column. If x equal to 0, wherever you will find equal to 0, which is 8719 rows, so I'm not going to change anything. I'll keep it as 0. Otherwise, float x 1 to last. Second से last की value ले लो. 1 means second, 0 means first position. So I'm going to keep first position, and remaining second position onwards all will be stored in my column, which means in a single word I'm not going to change all zeros here, rather removing dollar symbol from each row other portions, because due to this dollar portion, what's the logic here? Suppose I'm going to write dollar 2.99 plus dollar 5.87. Can I add these two values? No, it's creating invalid syntax. But if somehow if I can remove these $2 symbols, I can go for mathematical operations. So you can summarize what we have deployed here on the basis of given column, which is wrong data set. My objective is to remove these dollar symbol. So I'm going to remove using this lambda, not going to change any x value, but removing other parts, right? And this data type is again float. Now, previously it was string, but now it's a float. Now, if you go for the input rows, input review, so you will have, yes, Rishabh, do you have any question?
Sir, would you please run that line number 44?
No, I cannot run twice, because once it has changed the data set, I don't want to overwrite this one.
Okay, sir.
All right. It will show error in upcoming commands, because it's not any executable command. It's a dynamic command. It's going to alter my data set. ये मेरे data set को change कर रहा है. So change क्या कर रहा है? ये वाला जो symbol है remove कर रहा है. If I apply this again, so ये क्या करेगा? एक दूसरे से फिर point से आगे value ले लेगा. Are you getting my point?
Got it.
समझ में आ गया? इसलिए मैं इसको दोबारा से रिमूव अप्लाई नहीं कर सकता. आई कैन शो एनी अदर डेटा सेट. अगर आप ये बोलोगे आई कैन रन दिस अगेन, आई कैन गो दिस पार्ट अगेन, बिकॉज दे आर जस्ट शोइंग द रेस्पेक्टिव वैल्यू, बट दिस इज ऑपरेशनल बिहेवियर. जो मल्टीपल करने से वो ही काम को दोबारा कर देगा, तिबारा कर देगा, 4 टाइम्स कर देगा. So be aware, you are not running such code which is applying the certain filtering option in a different aspect. All right, so we have this review, and this is all the reviews in teaser data type, right? Here we have reviews function, right? Here we have installs. So installs may be same here. You are going to filter out all these comma and plus symbol, because the same problem like dollar mein humne dekha, if you are going to add this comma plus symbol plus any other value, let's say I'm having 515, right? So it's going error, invalid syntax. What's the problem here? First one is the plus symbol, that's not required, right? Going to run again, it's showing this value, different values. So what's problem here? It's a given comma here. Now I'm getting correct option. So my objective is to remove comma and plus operation both. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to install and review. Okay, there might be code for this one. Yes, can you see? This is the clean option where we have comma, which is replacing by nothing. Then we have replace option, which is plus replaced by nothing. I'm going to run this option, going to type this one. Can you see? It's going to remove all the comma and plus sign. And then I'm going to deploy and apply this clean installs, right? So I'm going to deploy. And once you will give this installs, can you see? This is now clean data set. जो भी comma है plus sign, they all have removed now. Now you can go for the clean part and the cleaning installation, and finally we will get the values, right? So once we have done all these pre-processing, what we are going to do, let me show, we have other files also. Finally, when you will go back, go to the down, you have put 1 is equal to df dot to underscore csv, then I, I think input 1, and then Sachin dot csv, right? Once we have done, I'm going back. So can you see this Sachin csv file is there? I can download it in my local machine. So this value will be there in my download section. If you open this file, you will have all the clean data set. Can you see? This is having clean data set here, right? जितना यहाँ पे installation का part है, जितना review का part है, जितना size है, everything is clean now. Now, what my next objective? Go back to the Power BI. You can click on Get Data Set as usual. As usual, you can click on CSV file and go to the download sachin.csv, import in your Power BI option. Then can create multiple objective, multiple view, and multiple graph position. Do we have any other question regarding same?
हेलो सर।
Yes, please, Rishabh.
तो जो प्रीवियस सीएसवी फाइल थी, अगर उसी में अगर हम डॉलर सिंबल को अगर रिमूव कर देते फिर इंपोर्ट करते तो भी चलेगा ना?
कैसे?
सर वहाँ पे ऑप्शन आता है ना सर, फेच ऑल करके, जो हम
एक्सेल शीट में आप बोल रहे हो?
यस सर।
देखो एक्सेल शीट में आप जो काम करते हो वो मैनुअली करते हो, ह्यूमन बीइंग करता है, राइट? ऐसा तो है ना, ह्यूमन बीइंग ही तो करता है ना?
यस सर।
लेकिन मशीन जो है, जब आप ये कोड को आप अपने वेबसाइट में दोगे, किसी एपीआई को फॉरवर्ड करोगे, किसी सर्वर, क्लाइंट सर्वर पे डिप्लॉय करोगे, आप किसी दूसरे चैनल में दे रहे हो, जैसे कि आपको कहीं दूसरे क्लाउड पे भेजना है, राइट? और आपको कोई दूसरे